So today's relax and recharge day. So whatever we do in the next 30 minutes, just be at ease. If you don't want to follow along, don't. If you want to follow along, follow along. If you want to make it up yourself, make it up yourself. Just have your experience. Make it as pleasant for yourself and as relaxing for yourself and as fun as you possibly can. All right? Are we all on the same page here?
Yes, sir.
This is not a contest. Except for who can have the most fun. All right. So let's expel all that stale air. Take a deep breath. Fill the bottom of your lungs, the middle of your lungs, and the top of your lungs. Sip a little air at the top. That's it. Tip your head back and release. That's it. All right. Just breathe normally for a moment. You can turn the 3 breaths into a whole practice, your morning practice. You can extend it by trying to reproduce that feeling of breathing in the belly, in the mid, and the upper, sipping a little air in a milder way in between the big ones. So you can do a little one, and you can do a big one, like that. All right. The little ones, 3 little ones, 1 big one. You can make it work for yourself however you like. And then you can switch into the 4-7-8 breath from there. And breathing could become your whole practice. A lot of people do that. And I'm very happy with the results they get. All right. Exhale. Squeeze those ab muscles. Get all that air out of the bottom of your lungs. Do it again. Take a breath in and squeeze it out. There you go. That's it. Squeeze it out. Now, relax those ab muscles and let the lungs fill naturally. From the bottom, the middle, top. Sip some air. Keep your head back. And exhale completely. There you go. All right. Squeeze that air out of your lungs. Inhale, relax. Inhale. Fill the middle of your chest, upper chest. Round everything out. Really fill it up like a balloon expanding. Sip a little at the top. Now hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tip your head back and exhale. Awesome. There you go. So we're going to go for a walk. First part will be familiar. The second part will be a little different. Something to look forward to. So here we are, a nice sunny day in the tropics, or wherever you want to be. Whatever works for you. We're walking down the street. I'm particularly fond of those old cobblestone colonial streets. You see them in places like St. Augustine, in the islands, Jamaica. There's a slight breeze. coming up to the gate. By this time it should be familiar to you. You should know every feature of that gate. You reach for the latch, open it. Notice all the details. Does your gate swing in or swing out? Is it wooden? Is it an old wrought iron gate? Notice the details. You step inside. You might even make a characteristic sound, the hinges. Close the gate. Turn around and face the garden. Be overwhelmed by the beauty. Allow yourself to go, oh, how lovely this is. Put a little inner smile on, like you're really happy to be there. We're working with all the senses and all the emotions now. This is a feeling world. Your eyes are taking in all the lovely flowers and blossoms. You notice for the first time these amazing, perfect birds of paradise. You never saw them before. They're so outrageously beautiful. And you smell those roses climbing on vines on a wall. And those blood red bougainvillea and violet and huge clumps hanging down. And the scent of oleander. Tickles your nose. It's so lovely. Jasmine. The sweet smell of jasmine. And you see hummingbirds flitting about. And huge, fat bumblebees just loaded up with pollen. Drunk with it. Buzzing harmlessly by. You walk more into the garden, more deeply. And the view changes as you wind your way through. There's a lovely water fountain. You can hear the sound of water splashing. Now you reach the back and you see those steps. One part of you is reluctant to leave the garden, and one part of you is excited to go forward. You climb the steps one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You pause for a moment. 5, 6, and 7. Now you're up on top. It's like a levee. Smooth and grassy. There's a trail off to your right. You walk along and you can see the lake, vast and smooth. And deep blue. If any of you have seen Crater Lake out west, it's that kind of blue. It's a magical blue. It's so impossibly blue, you can't believe it. Never seen a color like that. And you walk over to the bench. And you sit. And you're gazing out at that deep blue. And everything in you calms down. It's like coming home. And your breathing slows. And peace comes over you. All the thoughts of the week wash away. And you see your mind reflected in the lake. Just clear and empty. Occasionally, a little bubble of thought rises up from the depths. And you watch it. And it pops on the surface and just fades away like that, magically. And there's more and more space between the thoughts. And you shift your awareness gently from the thoughts that are arising in your mind to the space in between. You sense a presence by you. Your mentor is there. Maybe you can see them, maybe you can just feel them, but you know they're there. And they sit down next to you. This feeling of unconditional love flows from them, from their heart to yours. In this realm, you can feel it without a question. And the mentor says, today we're going to gaze out into the lake, and I want you to see something mysterious and beautiful out there. And as you gaze out, you notice that it seems like a cloud or a fog or something in the middle of the lake. And the mentor says, now watch carefully. And the fog disappears, and you see an island. And you've never seen that island before. It's a beautiful island. It has a series of cliffs and boulders, and in the front a flat spot. And in the center, a beautiful cedar tree. It's large, larger than any cedar tree you've seen. It's like the magical cedar trees of Lebanon. Huge and beautiful and perfect. The pharaohs used them to make the doors of their temples. And the mentor says, now look, there are these glass bulbs. They look like diamonds hanging from the tree, like a Christmas tree in a way. But in the center of each one is the face of someone who loves you, a mentor, someone you admire. You might see Socrates, or Jesus, or Mary, or Buddha, or a teacher, or a relative, And from their heart is flowing this rose white ray, just shooting out from the diamond-like reality of their presence. And it's flowing from that island straight to your heart. And all of these rose white rays are flowing off that tree and into the center of your heart. And now you notice a blue-white ray of peace, a deep peace flowing from them, all your mentors, all your loved ones. They're so proud of you, all the hard work you're doing here. Not just for yourself, but for future generations of children. And they're giving you their unconditional love and regard. And they want you to be peaceful. The peace is flowing into you. Feel it streaming into the center of your heart. And you receive this. You surrender to it. Absorbing these qualities into your very cells, into your bone marrow, into the depth of you. And now you see a golden white light. It's pure grace itself, intelligence, knowing, awareness, flowing into you. You're seeing more clearly the truth of the situation. You accept this truth knowing deeply into your being, just as it is. You're now filled to overflowing with love, peace, and knowing. And the mentor says, now look under the tree and see those that you love the most in your life, standing under the tree and being to them this rainbow of love and peace and knowing. It's overflowing from you, from your mentors to you, and from you out to them. See your children from your classroom. See the teachers in your school, your family members, all those you care about. And just allow that to flow out of you and into them with unconditional positive regard. And your mentor says, now look, these are the other people in your life, the ones around you that you don't notice. You don't have strong feelings about them. But they're a part of this complex web of humanity too. They're the people we don't see, the gas station attendants, the janitors, the people who clean this room after we leave. All the invisible ones that support our world and make it work. Now extend to them this same unconditional affection and peace and knowing. Let it flow from you. As it flows into you from your mentors, let it flow out. You're just a transmission station for all this power and glory. Nothing in you is getting used up because its source is infinite. And you're connected to that infinity. And now the mentor says, see those people also under the tree? Those are the difficult ones. The ones who've made our life more challenging. Allow this goodness to flow from you, for surely they need it. Surely they need it and will benefit. So the mentors are flowing this love and peace and truth power into you, and it's flowing again out of you, and you're transmitting it like the sun itself that shines on all, the just and the unjust, the deserving and the undeserving. That light flows down on earth unconditionally. Now it's flowing from you in the same way, unconditionally, effortlessly. You're merely passing on what you're receiving. All right. Excellent. Now, your mentor says, it's time for me to be on my way. And you slowly see this fog returning over the island, and the tree disappearing into the mist. And you become aware of yourself sitting on that bench. And you rise from the bench. Take one last look at the lake. You walk over to the stairs and descend the 7 steps back into the garden. It's alive and beautiful. It's reflecting back to you its simple joy of being alive. You smell the scents of those flowers again. You feel that breeze on your cheek. You can hear the bees buzzing. The birds singing. And you step forward to the gate. You open the gate. You step through onto the street and close the gate behind you. And you know with a certainty that you can visit your garden at any time in the future you wish. And you smile to yourself and walk down the street. And as you walk down the street, you're You're slowly transitioning back into the room. Feel yourself in the chair. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes anew. You take out your journals and write a few lines.